Welcome back to Training Tip Tuesday. I am Coach Laura. We are continuing a series on training blueprints for the individual. Sorry for the brief hiatus. You know, the indoor season can be kind of crazy. The goal for these is to help you to better understand complex scientific subjects and apply them to your training. This is for coaches, this is for athletes, and jack of all trade athletes. A couple things to look for when you're trying to identify them is even performances. So previously we've discussed with our more slow twitch oriented, more fast twitch oriented generally, there's a polarized kind of performance. If you look, there's probably a little bit of a graph towards what they're strong in. So the longer or the shorter, they're going to be stronger. For this type of an athlete, it's going to be pretty even across the board. If typically they'll probably be a teeny bit better on the track, but that's just more an observation than straight fact. Handle workouts really well, but all types. So one question I always ask recruits is, what's your favorite workout? What's your least favorite workout? What do you feel good on? What feels difficult for you? And what takes? So if they're on different training systems, whether in cross and track or they've switched coaches, how do you feel on this training system? How do you feel on this training system? And that gives me a lot of clues as to how they respond to training. This type of athlete will pretty much say, I feel good on everything. All the training has felt great for me. I like K's. The other note as well is that they do respond to multiple training systems pretty effectively. So as long as they're consistent, for an athlete that's like this, you could put them on a lot of different training systems and they would improve. In the last third of a training block, this type of athlete needs to get incredibly specific to their event. So for somebody that is, say, a 10K runner, yes, we're going to do specific training, but also we could type of an athlete, you almost not overkill, but you almost need to give them a lot more of their specific type of race block work in that last third block to acclimate them to it, but also because it almost forces a more specified response because they do have more of the fibers that can be slightly adaptable. So and this is, like I said, this is not a scientific observation. This is a personal observation with athletes that I believe are more a mixed muscle fiber type, more specialization towards the last third. You tend to see big jumps, really big jumps in that specific area. So these are an awesome type of athlete to have, versatile, typically durable. They can perform well in track and cross, but you just got to make sure that you give them specialized training, especially the last third. Well, see you next time for our next Training Tip Tuesday. We're going to be